Hi, Aries. This is Eileen with your one Psychic Tarot card reading. And it looks like an interesting turning point for you in a good way. You've got the Death card, which is about things coming to an end, certain ways of life, or, something going on that could be ending. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune, meaning things changing. You've got the Magician. You've got good money cards, and kind of the overview I'm getting from this is it's a turning point for you to capitalize better on plans, especially financial plans that you've got, that you're working on, goals, projects that you want to complete that maybe have been looking to you like a big dream. And I'm very encouraged by these cards. I'm an Aries also, so I like overall what I'm seeing here. Now, it's not all peaches and cream here. You've got the Five of Cups about some kind of disappointment, but overall, it's like if you're willing to just really go after what you want, it looks like the tide will be turning in your favor. So you start, now this is a general reading, so some of these cards resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. And I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. And you're starting out with a Page of Cups. This is something about receiving some kind of good news. Either someone might be professing their love for you, or it might be an invitation, maybe some kind of romantic invitation of some sort, or you might be hearing about a birth or a wedding announcement or that kind of thing also. Now, sometimes a page as a person could represent some young person, maybe in there, maybe that type of thing too. And so this might even, it could be someone in your family, but who has some good news, who's having some good things going on with them, maybe in the romantic department, or could even be you if you're in your 30-ish. Okay. And then the next card you have is the Ace of Wands. And the wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries and Leo and Sagittarius. And the Ace of Wands is about having a lot of enthusiasm for something that you're working on, and the wands do relate to career, work, progress, action, but you've got a lot of enthusiasm here. It's like you're on fire with your plans, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. And you know what you're doing. That's what I'm getting. Very strong. You know where you're going, what you're doing. Or even if you don't even know exactly where you're going, you know what you want to do. And it's like you've got everything you need. Even the Magician is saying that. You've got all of the resources you need. You've got the fiery energy and enthusiasm and ambition, the drive to go after your dreams. And in some cases, maybe this is a time you've been waiting for. Maybe you were kind of foggy or not sure which direction to go in, or maybe you had some setbacks, or somebody had been influencing you and kind of throwing you off track a little bit because you weren't listening to your own inner drive, your own inner feelings and enthusiasm that you have had. Because sometimes somebody will be in your life that you're close to. It might be a family member or a good friend, and they're just not coming from the same place you are. So it's hard for them to understand when you get enthusiastic about something you want to do, some big project or business or something. So they might end up kind of, pouring rain on your fire. So, but this is all about having that enthusiasm and going after it. And I am feeling for a number of Aries, this might be in your career. You might be moving ahead somehow in your career. You might either be self-employed, or if you're not, you're given a lot of leeway, a lot of flexibility, because you're doing such good work that people don't want to get in your way. So this is just a really good omen here. I like this. But if it's a new business that you plan, that you've been making plans for, it's like you're getting it all together and just going and doing this. Magician. This is a major arcana destiny card. And it's saying that you've got everything you need inside of yourself to create your dreams, to make your dreams come true. But you really have to focus on what you want and really, hone in detail and just make it your intention that you are going to succeed. And you're going to let this doubts or other people's opinions or whatever, you're going to let that fall by the wayside, because it's time for you to get serious about what this is in your life that you want for yourself. Whether it's a new home, a new business, to move up in your career, whatever this is. It might even be something very creative that you want to take on, some very creative project that you have felt like somehow maybe you're not qualified for. Well, you've got the resources. You have access to whatever resources you need. You just have to start digging around and do your research and start preparing yourself. And I love it right next to this Ace of Wands. This is such strong success energy. And right under here, you got the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, all in your favor. Five of Cups. Now, this is about some kind of disappointment in love or maybe friendships. And it could even amount to you just being overly sensitive to someone who's not being considerate of you, of your feelings. It could be a real heartbreak, something that's going on in your life, maybe in romance, maybe in friendship, or in some other way. But you're very strong. So, and it's a minor arcana card. It's not a major arcana. So it's something that's going to be a past. It's going to go away. Okay. You're going to get up and you're going to get moving forward again. I am feeling for some Aries, this might have to do even with some people in your life that you're very who've made you feel rejected. Somehow, maybe they left you out somehow, or they criticized you or something like that. I'm getting that really hurt you inside, because you felt, they have just been very insensitive in the way they spoke to you or treated you, or maybe they excluded you in some way from something they were doing. This could have been in romance for some people. But I'm getting for some Aries, this might have to do with friendships or relatives. But you're going to get over this because you've been hurt before. Everybody goes through these ups and downs, and it's going to be a passing thing, whatever it is. So, and this is a general reading, so everybody might not have that Five of Cups energy around them. But the cups do relate to your feelings and emotions and love and all those kind of things. And so, and cups tend to be, they represent the water signs, and the water signs are very sensitive and emotional. So you might just be feeling more sensitive than usual around this particular subject, this situation. And that always reminds me of a full moon. When there's a full moon, if you get up, I know for myself, because our bodies are composed of so much water, and the moon has such an effect on water. And if you get upset, like right around a full moon, you might get even more upset than usual. So this could be like around a full moon, or something's going on that's disappointing or upsetting, and you get extra upset about it. Next card you have is the Death card. This is a major arcana card. This is talking about some portion, something in your life, some phase of your life that's coming to a close to make way for new beginnings, better circumstances for you. I am feeling for some Aries, this has to do with a relationship that has gotten so stale. It's like there's no energy there. It's like you're going through the motions. There's an emptiness there. For some Aries, maybe you recently had a separation or a breakup with someone you were very close to, and you're feeling empty inside. And so I'm sorry if you're going through that right now, because, we all go through these things in our lives, the ups and downs of life. Some have lost a pet. If that's the case, I'm so sorry. And I wish your pets, when they do pass over, they're so happy because they're free of all their health problems. They're bouncing around. I've seen our dogs. I've had dogs since 3, and I love all animals, but I think I've seen almost every one of our dogs in the spirit world after they've passed over, and they're full of life and full of energy and happy. They're back to their kind of like big puppyhood, not little puppy, but kind of like maybe a 1-year-old dog or a 2-year-old dog might be like they're getting bigger, but they're still loaded with energy. That's how they always are. They're very happy. So, anyway, I didn't mean to get off track. This could be represent different things for different people. Now, in some cases, it's a job coming to a close, but if it is, you're making way. The universe is making way for you. It's time to move on because you've got these Pentacles cards right alongside of this. You've got great financial new beginnings and continuations here. So it could be a living arrangement. You might, maybe some places just, it's time to move. You have to go, but you're moving on to something better. So look at this if you're going through this right now in some area of your life it's time. It's like whatever it was, whatever you were supposed to get from that, whether it's a relationship, a job, a living arrangement, whatever it was. And sometimes it's wrong thinking. Sometimes you were just looking at things the wrong way and having negative thought patterns. It's time to let those things go and to move forward. Because I am feeling for some Aries that you feel like whatever it is, it might leave you feeling kind of empty at first because you're not used to being without this, whatever it is, whether it's a job that ends, whether it's a relationship or whatever it is, you're accustomed to having that. And so almost for some Aries, if you have that energy around you, and it might take a little while to kind of wake up and say, hey, wait a minute, I got a whole new beginning for myself here. Ace of Pentacles, look at this, right under the Ace of Wands. This is about a new beginning for you, a fresh start, or something that you're reviving. Maybe some kind of business that you have, or your career, or something else of value, maybe some kind of investments or something. You might be selling a piece of property and getting a nice profit off of it, or something else of value. Something is just full of life here for you financially, economically. That's really such a good omen, again, about moving forward financially. So don't let this good energy, so sometimes it's difficult to make these transitions when something ends and it's time to start new, because sometimes you're standing there like, well, what do I do now? Where do I go now? The universe, there's plenty of room for you to grow and go and make your dreams come true. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be growing. And so sometimes we have to, like the reptiles, they shed their old skin, to make way for new. It's kind of like we got to shed things that no longer serve us so we can make way for the new and improve. Eight of Pentacles, this is about in your career. You might actually be training for a new career that's going to be very good for you financially, give you a sound future, a solid footing under yourself. Or you might be starting new in a career or in some new business, some new venture that you're working on. Whatever it is, you are focusing your attention very well. I mean, with a lot of detail, you're absorbing a lot of information. You're learning things really well. And you might already be benefiting financially from this, whatever this craft is that you're working on. So you might already be working at it and making money from this. If not, once you get in there and start earning money, it's going to be really solid and really good. It's going to give you so much more stability. This could be long-term growth, long-term financial security for you. Just having solid ground under your feet where you just know this is a good purpose for you. Whatever it is, it resonates with who you are, and that's what's important. You want to do work, do things, whatever it is in your life that resonates with the person you are, that you are now, because we're always changing and growing and developing different interests, et cetera, as years are going by. So you want to be involved doing something you can have a passion for, that you can be good at and enjoy it. You don't want to be miserable while you're doing your work. This is so promising. I love these cards. Then you've got last the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana destiny card. So it's the Magician, the Death card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is saying it's time. It's time for the wheel to turn. So if you've been down and out, feeling like you're at the bottom of the barrel or something, the wheel wants to turn in your favor now. Now, the one strong energy I am getting from this card is that you have to fully participate. You cannot just sit there and think, oh, good, the wheel's going to turn in favor now. You have to be actively engaged in your whatever it is you want to bring about in your life. This is like every day you've got to have the right positive mindset. You've got to be actively going through steps, setting out your goals, your plans, break it into little step-by-step pieces that's manageable for you. Once you do that and you start getting it all together and moving forward, as these cards are indicating here, then the wheel will start to turn. It's not likely to turn on its own unless you are just very, very lucky. So I get that big time here because I'm feeling some Aries are still feeling stuck, okay? And Aries, we're not supposed to be stuck. We're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to get back up no matter how difficult it is, brush ourselves off, and keep moving no matter what gets thrown in our path. Because we've had our share of challenges thrown in our paths over the years. It's nothing new. These are just things you get knocked down, you get back up, you get knocked down, and sometimes you stay down a little longer than you want to. But, typically Aries always gets back up and keeps going. So some Aries, I'm feeling this kind of strong energy. I'm getting tingly on the skin right now saying this. There are certain Aries that are feeling like they have really had setbacks. They've had the rug pulled out from under them. They're going through big time challenges, and whatever it is, you just got to kind of get your mind in that right place where you can conquer this, you can come out of this, because there's just no other way. The only way when you're at the bottom of the barrel, the only way to go is up. So of course you can do this. You've got so much good energy surrounding you, wanting to help give you that push going through the year here. It's just, I don't know. I love this. Big transitions. I love all these success cards and the energy I'm getting from these cards. And, there's a little heartache and some difficulties here and some emptiness here and there. Well, that's just part of the life we have to lead on this earth plane, So it just comes with the territory. But you've got lots in your favor to keep you moving ahead in a strong manner. Okay, now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti. And what I'm going to do now is pick one card from Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. And be sure to subscribe if you like videos. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Check the Rising and Moon sign videos as they're coming available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anybody would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. So Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for May? Already in May. It seems like only yesterday it was. What is your message for Aries for the month of May? What is the message for? Oh, wow. Okay, I love it. Look, a new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. This is nice. Okay, now I've got the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Radley. So think of a question or a situation that you would like an answer for, or some kind of guidance or insight into, while I shuffle the Angel Answers Oracle deck here. So angels, what is your message for Aries for the month of May? What is your message for Aries for the month of May? What is your message for Aries for the month of May? I'm going to give it one more shuffle and fan these out. What is your message for Aries for the month of May? Okay. Love the colors in here. It says the situation will improve. Well, I like improvements. Look at these colors. This is gorgeous. Are those dolphins? Oh, it's dolphins and water, it looks like. Yeah, underwater imagery. Gorgeous. The situation will improve. Well, I like that. That's good news. Whoever it applies to, it's good news. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm going to pick one from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. So angels, what is your message for Aries for the month of May? What is your message for Aries? Another shuffle and fan these out. What is your message for Aries for the month of May? Okay, this is Angel Zana. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Look, this said the worst is now behind you. Oh my God. Oh wow. I'm getting just these little tingly feelings under my skin. I love this. Angel Zana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. I mean, that was stated twice. The worst is now behind you. That means something. The fact we've got the same sentiment exactly twice. All right. Well, I like this as an Aries myself, and hopefully you're pleased with your reading for me as well. So be sure and check your rising moon sign videos as they're coming available. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. You can subscribe if you like. If anybody would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. Have a wonderful day and Aries, and we'll talk again soon.